I want to speak about the major mistakes people who have a classical background uh, on the record, and I have utter respect for people who are classically trained. But there is one thing that people miss out on being classically trained. That this training, and I practice things. Okay, not that I don't, but I practice technique. But other than technique, there's interpretation, there's musicianship. Um, that is specific to each genre and subgenre. So what happens? You have a range of things you can do in Baroque music because nobody. If you're a good player, you should sound. That's maybe I'm biased because that's what happened in jazz. But even in classical music, you have a less range of personality and. But we are people, and everybody has his own style. Okay. Even in a style that, okay, let's say Baroque, you have ornaments and things, you can be more personal. But when you study, it's inside sometimes your studies and your what you listen, a certain way of blowing the instrument or articulating what you do, that is genre specific. When you approach jazz with the superiority complex, let's speak out. Everybody has a superiority complex towards other styles of music or genres. Jazz men think they are better than rock. Rock men think they are better than pop people. People play pop, they think are better. It's a pyramid. And people think, okay, I studied the record, I can play every genre because I'm technically prepared. No. Yes, maybe, I don't know, because I don't exactly know the kind of preparation people have. But in jazz, you should be able to play confidently. I don't say I do, but that's in every key you should know a little bit of harmony. You should know chords and scale. You should be able to play a harmonic instrument, having recorders and guitars, in order to, or better, most people play keyboards. And one thing is an accent. If you want to learn English, you listen to people who speak English. If you want to learn Italian, and that is not something you analyze, it's something you internalize and you absorb. That means spending hours listening to jazz, which for me is a pleasure. But if you say, I want to play jazz just for the hell of it, I want to show the recorder can play jazz. And let's be honest, playing jazz on a recorder, I like it, I do, but since I play also the trumpet and the flute, this is the flute I use when I practice. It's a plastic flute to match with my plastic recorders, but it's as I can play for hours. It's not heavy. I can play for hours. I don't say I play for hours. So you need to practice more to have the same dexterity and agility that people have on the flute or on the saxophone for that matter. You have less problem of embouchure because, yeah, I mean, that's one good thing going for the recorder. And if you want to, that's why I have lots of recorders. That's like I have a lot. There are instruments you cannot change basically the sound much. Instruments like saxophone, you can change a lot the sound with different reed, different mouthpiece. Trumpet a little bit less, but I prefer the sound of the trumpet. So, yeah, basically, you need a big love for jazz and a big love for the record. That's why I play it, because I like the recorder. It was my first instrument ever. I was 14. It was a soprano flute, but with German fingering. Too bad. Then I switched to Baroque fingering. Decades after that, I think 2 decades after that. I am playing a whole time, otherwise I would be a virtuoso of the recorder. I'm not. So you need to study more to have the same things that you get on a saxophone or on a flute, and people appreciate more because they are well-established instruments. So it takes somebody crazy like me to do this. Obviously, I don't have to make a living out of it, but I want to inspire people. I want to show that even if a person who's not, a person like me can play jazz recorder, people should start thinking it's not that difficult. If I can make it, I'm not. Obviously, I practice. Okay, I haven't been playing the recorder for regularly for 10 years. I pick sometimes, okay, I play this, I play a country song, I want to play the recorder on it. But I've been practicing regularly for 7 months, and I could play the recorder before. I was very good. Now I'm trying to be better. Okay. So the idea is if you don't like jazz and you don't like the recorder, don't do it. You need to have two matching loves. Having said that, goodbye.